Today is the day of love. Today is Valentine's Day, and usually we express our love for our partner, our better half, or our spouse. But have you ever expressed love to yourself? If no, then this video is for you because I'm going to be talking about 10 acts of self love that you can practice on this Valentine's Day. Before we even love anyone, we should first be loving ourselves to the extent that we are crazy, madly, and deeply love with ourselves. First, only then we can love another person as unconditionally, deeply, and selflessly. So, yeah, let's quickly begin by talking how you can express love to yourself in 10 different ways. And no, it doesn't mean going to a salon and getting a super expensive treatment done. Number one is spending time alone. Have you ever thought of spending time alone just by yourself, wherein you are not reading anything, practicing a hobby, or watching something, or doing any activity, just plainly sitting and being with yourself and being with your thoughts and trying to process your thoughts? Have you ever done that? If not, then this Valentine's is the day where you take yourself some time. It could be even just for an hour, wherein you are with yourself in your own company, wherein you let your thoughts flow, wherein you can not watch anything but just be with yourself. If you like, you can journal, because I feel journaling is a way to know yourself better, wherein you just let your thoughts flow in your journal without being the judgment, without being feared for judgment. Oftentimes, it used to happen with me as well. I never used to spend time alone, but as and when I started doing that, I felt super comfortable with myself and I enjoyed my own company. I was not doing anything intentionally. I was just letting my thoughts be, and I was trying to understand myself. That's actually the best form of self-love practice that you can follow to fall in love with yourself unabashedly. Number two, while you are spending your time alone, watch your inner monologue. Oftentimes, we all have a conversation going in our head with ourselves. Do we like it? Do we not like it? It's like someone is sitting inside our head whom we are having this conversation with, but we are having this conversation with ourselves. And it's very important for us to look at the tonality of this conversation. So just imagine your best friend is sitting inside your head. How would you talk to him or her? The tone would be super happy, super confident, praising your best friend, talking about his or her strengths, abilities, good points, the level of confidence. Basically, the tonality of your conversation with your best friend would be very positive, energetic, and uplifting. If that's not the case, then it becomes a toxic relation or toxic friendship, and that friendship is bound to break. So if you wouldn't talk to your best friend with a negative approach, why would you talk to yourself with a negative approach? So watch your inner monologue, and oftentimes it happens that because we're so self-critical that our inner monologue is most of the time negative. That, oh, I can't do this. Why me? I'm looking like that. Oh, I've gained weight. Oh, this is something, or this pimple has come out, or maybe my hair is not looking nice. And it can go on and on. We are the best. We criticize ourselves as if we are the last person on the earth to be here, and we are not perfect at all. This is the time to stop and convert that monologue into positive ones. Oftentimes it happens that our inner monologue is negative because since our child we have been listening to a lot of criticism and pinpointing stuff which is not good about us. So no one ever pinpoints, oh, you're looking so nice today. Only someone pinpoints us when we have some problem going on with us. Maybe our shirt is not fitting properly, if our pant is not fitting properly. That's something that people point us, but they never point the fact that, oh, you're looking so put together and so pretty. There are people who do that. they focus on the positive, but there are less of such people and more of such people who actually pinpoint something negative in you. They can't see what all is good, they can only see what is not good. And that actually shapes our inner monologue. But that's something that we can't do much about because we are surrounded with such people in our childhood. But as and when we grow older, it's time for now to let that monologue be super hyped up. It uplifts you in a manner that no one uplifts yourself. See, you can be your own best cheerleader. You do not need anyone to cheer for you. You just need yourself and your inner conscience to cheer for you. That's the only thing that you need. So make sure that your inner monologue is always positive. What you can do is when you sit with yourself, that is when you will realize how much negatively you talk about yourself, that conversation in your head. And slowly and gradually, when you notice that, a lot of things will actually manifest because you're thinking a lot of negative thoughts in your mind. And slowly and gradually, when you start thinking positively, that is when you will start to seeing the shifts in your head. So watch that inner monologue. Today is the time to take time off and actually notice your inner monologue. The third is take yourself on a grooming date. Okay, so I don't know about you, but with me, it also always used to be the case like, oh, I don't want to go to a parlor or salon and waste my money there. They charge the bomb and the service is, it doesn't last much. How do I get my nails done? Should I get a pedicure done or should I get a manicure done? I never get a facial done. I never get my hair done, but that's not the case right now. I pamper myself with often salon dates and I like to be groomed. That's a confidence that I absolutely enjoy. You can head to a dentist and give your smile an upliftment, like for example, get your teeth clean, get your teeth polished to look more put together. And when you are looking put together, the confidence instantly boosts up. You can take yourself on a grooming date. You can on a regular basis have salon appointments to look and be groomed on a basic level. I'm not telling you all to spend extravagantly on these salon dates, but a basic routine wherein you are looking put together, groomed, is actually a very good point to start with. That's actually a form of self-love. I will share something with you. Hours of convincing myself to take myself to the salon to get my brows done. When my brows didn't used to be done, I used to feel so bogged down. And as soon as I used to get them done, I used to feel so good about my face and I used to love looking at my face. Not that that defines my beauty, but it's about being groomed and taking an extra step for looking good and presentable. Number 4 is every Sunday have a maintenance block where you can decide and plan for the next week's meal, clear up your refrigerator, have new and fresh stocked groceries for you to eat healthy, because if you stock up your fridge with healthy stuff, you're going to be eating healthy. And that's actually a form of self-love. And if you fill up your entire kitchen with all sorts of sugary and salty things, you're going to be eating that and sulking as a couch potato on your couch your entire week. And that is something that you do not want. That feeling of remorse is pathetic. I've been through that feeling and I never want anyone to go through that feeling, which is why stock up your fridge with all fresh produce, wherein you're eating salads, you're eating a lot of protein, a lot of fiber, hydrating yourself and being your best version. That's actually a very good form of self-love. Number 5 is acceptance. Acceptance about each and every aspect of your life, about your nature, about your shortcomings, about something that you have done in past, something that you don't like about yourself, something that is not going your way. Just accept. Accept as if it's not bothering you. Because the number one way to change anything is to accept it at the first place. And when I say acceptance, I say without being judgmental. You cannot judge yourself for doing something or for being in a self-sabotaging behavior. You need to accept the fact. You also need to understand that this is coming from a place that needs to be healed. So rather than sulking and judging yourself, you should spend time in identifying the trigger points that needs healing and getting it healed, rather than judging yourself and making oneself hurt more. So I have gained weight and I accept my body. Not that I do not want to lose weight, but I do want to, and I am in the process of it. But I've accepted, okay, that I have gained weight, but I never tell myself how ugly I am looking. I only tell myself how beautiful I am looking in the mirror whenever I see myself. And I love my body for the fact that I could successfully give birth to a human being. I thank my body every minute for that. I'm grateful for every minute for that, and for the fact that I am sitting over here and shooting this video for you guys in all good health. I thank my body for that. Number 6 is self-sufficiency, emotionally, mentally, and financially. If you are dependent on someone to heal you or to make you feel better or to support you financially, that is the worst form of self-sabotage. You cannot love yourself unabashedly until you are dependent on someone and attach your happiness with that person who is supporting to you emotionally as well as financially. You gotta go and be responsible for your emotions, for you to pull out of that slump, and for the fact that you pay your own bills. It's a non-negotiable. Even if you are in a relation, you pay your own bills. So that ways you are not dependent on that person, and that gives you a free gateway to leave at any point if it doesn't serve you anymore. Number 7 is dating yourself. Oftentimes it happens that we want to go out, we're waiting for our friend or our partner to go out with us. It's time not to wait and take yourself out on shopping dates, grooming dates, movie dates, eating out dates, all form of dates that you thought you can only do it with your friend or your partner. It's now time to do it with yourself. Take yourself out on a trip. Why not? Why not you can take a solo trip to a destination that you had always thought of? Book yourself a ticket, book yourself a hotel, and just go. That's the best form of self-love you can practice this Valentine's. Let's move on to the 8th form of self-love, that is setting boundaries. You cannot let other people enter your boundaries and ruin your mood. Now it's also time to set boundaries for yourself, wherein you're not being someone who pleases someone and becomes their version of whom they are not. This is the worst form of self-sabotage, wherein you let anyone walk over you and use you when they need you and not set boundaries. When you do that, when you start losing your boundaries for people whom you love, they will take fraction of seconds to misuse it against you. So never let anyone enter your aura that you have created who can disrespect you and use you for stuff that they would benefit from. Be available to people whom you absolutely love, but never let them enter your boundary. Now let's move on to the next form of self-love that you can practice, that is healing your inner child. We all go through some of the other trauma in our childhood that stays with us and that becomes a form of trigger in our adulthoodness. It's time for us to encounter our inner child trauma and heal it so that it doesn't get in our way of becoming our best selves and practicing self-love. It could be broken relations, it could be not getting attention from your near and dear ones, it could be comparison, it could be obesity, it could be anything that you have gone through that has hurted your inner child inside, that tells you that everything is falling apart. It's now time to address that inner child trauma and Heal it so that it doesn't get in your way. You can do this by journaling. Journaling is an absolutely best form of understanding your emotions, processing your emotions, and dealing with your emotions. I've actually made a full video talking about journaling over here that you can watch and implement this amazing act of self-love of journaling in your self-love routine this Valentine's Day. And the last one is to dress for yourself. Oftentimes it happens that, oh, I'm just going out for a grocery run. Why do I want to dress up as if I'm going to be meeting someone? No, you do not dress up for someone. You dress up for yourself. You apply makeup for yourself. You want to look good for your own self. Oh, I'm just going out for this thing. Why do I need to dress up? No, you need to dress up. Look your absolute best. Be the main character of your life, not just a side character who doesn't enjoy the limelight and being someone who lives in the side. Be the main person, be the main character. Dress as if you're the heroine of your own movie. So yeah, these were the 10 form of self-love that I want you to practice this Valentine's, and some that I want you to keep practicing in your life ahead and begin your self-love journey. So yeah, that was it for this video, guys. I hope you're enjoying videos on such topics. If you are, let me know in the comments. I'll be super happy to make them for you. And also, any recommendations would be much appreciated. And if you have liked this video, I highly request you to subscribe to the channel for more such videos on becoming your best version. So yeah, I will see you in another video very soon. Till then, bye-bye.